America. Come on. It's me. You know I'm going to always be real with you. You fucking up. You fucking up. And like always, I got to sit in this chair and I got to keep it real with you. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have another real discussion. Come on. I got to tell you that if you feel that statues of people who lived centuries ago are negatively impacted, if you feel like you're being negatively impacted by these inanimate objects, you're pathetic. I don't got a nicer way to say that. Most of y'all don't even know anything at all about it. Y'all just heard some slaveholder, we're gonna burn it down, and don't even know about it. Wasn't even paying attention in history class. I was there with you. I saw you snoring. But let's look at the reality of the situation. You cannot rewrite history. You can't. Can't do it. There's always the record. You cannot remove the stain, nor should you try. And nor should you, and y'all hear me say it all the time, nor should you view those people in the moral lens of today. Because there's nobody good. Y'all done got crazy. Y'all done killed off Aunt Jemima. And the funny thing about Aunt Jemima, if you asked 10 black folks what syrup they use, I guarantee you Aunt Jemima is probably the answer 9 out of 10. Y'all messing with the dumb shit. Y'all done got rid of Uncle Ben. Y'all know how much I love Uncle Ben as a fat man. Uncle Ben and me were like this. Y'all gotta stop it. Yes, the people who lived a long time ago have views that we don't agree with now. That's called progress. Yeah, they were selling women, right? Like your daughter was property. You could give her away. We don't do that. They were marrying people at 12, 13. We don't do that no more. Like, why y'all going back and looking at it? Like, that was their stuff that they were doing then. I'm not going to say if it was right or wrong. But the fact is, that's just where it was. But there's nothing that you can do to erase that. Otherwise, ain't no book you can read. Ain't no money you can spend. Ain't no monument you can go see. You know, everything has something wrong tied to it. And if you're really that worried about it, you should go somewhere to where there's no history of messed up behavior. Let me think. That's nowhere. There's some crazy stuff happening in Antarctica. You can't even go there. There's nowhere you can go that doesn't have people in the past that we wouldn't think of as sketchy as hell. That's just what it was. You look at them for the benefits they gave to your country, and then you move on. Y'all get personally offended. Like, Christopher Columbus didn't discover shit. Well, you know what? That's a matter of opinion. But what he did helped launch the exploration that led to where we are today. Alright? We get a day off. Why y'all even mad? It's a day off for some of us. Just let everybody be in peace. Ain't nobody get care about no. There people act like we out there really celebrating Christopher Columbus. I'm looking at y'all. Ain't nobody celebrate Christopher Columbus. Nothing. It's a day off. Mind your business. What's wrong with y'all? I like the people up in the class like mad about the curve, and everybody else like, man, shut up. We good. Stop it. Yeah, Jefferson had slaves. Everybody had slaves. You gonna be mad at everybody? And when we talking about slavery, let's just be real. Because you saw the dumb senators like America invented slavery. No, we didn't. Slavery was everywhere. It's been around since the beginning of people. You don't believe me? Read your Bible. It's in there. Point of fact, slavery continued after it was done here. And if we really want to be morbid and honest, it still exists today in greater number. I know it's depressing to look out, but there is, last I checked, like 40, 50 million women and men sold as sex slaves and other things around the world. So if you really want to fight slavery, I suggest you look up some organizations and you can fight it in the modern day era. But we gotta stop this. Like, we gotta look at it and understand it and see how far we've come, see where we need to go. Like, that's cool. But that doesn't take from their contributions. George Washington abused federal power to get his slaves back, but he still helped found the country. We wouldn't be here. And if I'm going to be technical with you, since y'all real worried about slavery, I'm just going to be real with you. If you really study the history of slavery, odds are if your ancestors hadn't come over here, they would have still been slaves. Because Africa had lots of slaves. That's where the European slave traders got their slaves from. They didn't steal them away. They had the receipt. It was there before them. It was there after them. And there was something like 40-45%. I don't got my textbook. It was 40-45% of people in Africa were enslaved. Like, I'm sorry, that's the way it was. We don't want to live like that anymore, and that's why we've changed things and we moved on. But the getting all butthurt about it and oh my God, this happened, that like, it's ridiculous. Like, was it bad? Yes. Did horrible things happen to the Native Americans? Yes. We know this. It's in your history books, really. Y'all just weren't paying attention. That's just the way things was. And you can't wipe that away. Nor do you owe any kind of debt. So if you're white and you feel guilty, then, I don't know, get some real problems in your life, I guess. Like, I don't know how you got time for it. I'm too busy. I got bills. And if you black and you still feel some kind of pain from it, get a counselor, I guess. I like I said, I don't know. I figure everybody got bigger things to worry about. Like, it's sad. It's tragic. And quite frankly, the stuff that happened after that was way, way worse. And as a country, we did some messed up stuff. We still do some messed up stuff. But we still have freedom. We still have opportunity. And when you look at America in 2020, which is the year we live in, you can appreciate that we have what people fought for. See, some of the times they did these horrible things for the idea of something so we could aspire to be worthy of what that we were fighting for. We got freedom now. I can go as a black person and do whatever I want to do. There's no one trying to sabotage. Now, there might not be nobody helping, but to be honest, that's what the world is. People aren't going to help you. They just might not actively get in your way. I'll take that. Let me go as far as I can go. As long as you're not forcefully putting a ceiling down on me, I'm good. But we have so much opportunity, you guys, in this country. It's amazing. Yeah, there's some good countries that are out there that have taken from the model, but you know, it's a wonderful country to live in. We got freedom to say crazy stuff on the internet. You know, we can buy and do a lot of things. We use up more resources than any other country. It's a great thing to be an American, and we just have to appreciate that. And then I'm not saying, hey, you know, stop fighting for change. I'm just saying stop getting offended and stop acting like people need to pay for the past. They don't. Because guess what? Those people have already paid. They have. In blood, in shame, and sacrifice. You know, there's always been a penance for the wrongs of the world. You just may not always look at it. But it's very important that we get out of this politically correct, let's tear down the past and build a new. That's not how it works. And I'll be honest, there's so many of us now, we don't agree. You can't do that. We got a good thing going. Don't y'all remember the analogy that they use about a relationship? Sometimes you got to accept the 90, you got to accept the 80%, was it the 80-20? You got to accept the 80% good person and stop trying to chase that 20, because then you might lose that 80% and end up in 20. Then y'all watch Why Did I Get Married? Like, that's what you got. In America, we got 80-85%. We good. Y'all over here chasing stuff. Y'all gonna twist us back, and we're gonna be stuck with 15. Chill. Be cool. And stop messing with my food. Now what syrup I'm gonna get? Hungry Jack? That don't even sound like nothing I should be eating. Hungry Jack syrup. No, man, you know how comforted I was seeing that little black lady on the label? Like, I knew it was going to be good. Don't y'all mess with Popeyes. I'm telling you right now, it's a challenge to the protesters. If y'all mess with Popeyes and get that little black lady off Popeyes, I am telling y'all right now, I'm voting for whoever y'all don't like. Don't mess with my chicken. Alright? Peace.